The Sudd Swamp, a vast expanse of water and vegetation, dominates the landscape of South Sudan. It is a place of immense beauty and ecological importance. As Africa's largest freshwater wetland and the second largest in the world, the Sudd plays a crucial role in the region's ecosystem. The Sudd's significance extends far beyond its borders. It acts as a natural sponge, absorbing floodwaters during the rainy season and releasing them slowly throughout the year. This natural flood control mechanism helps to regulate water levels in the White Nile, benefiting communities downstream. Moreover, the Sudd is a vital carbon sink, absorbing and storing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This remarkable wetland teems with life. It provides a haven for a diverse array of wildlife, including crocodiles, hippos, elephants, and countless bird species. The Sudd's shallow waters and abundant vegetation support a complex food web, making it a critical breeding ground for fish and other aquatic life. The economic value of the Sudd, including its fisheries, is substantial, providing livelihoods for local communities. However, the Sudd is facing increasing pressure from human activities and proposed development projects. Balancing the needs of development with the imperative of conservation is a challenge that South Sudan must address with utmost care. The fate of the Sudd has far-reaching implications, not only for the people of South Sudan, but for the health of the planet as a whole. The Jonglei Canal project, a long-standing ambition to alter the Sudd's natural flow, has been a source of controversy for decades. First conceived in the early 20th century, the project aims to bypass the Sudd by diverting water from the White Nile into a man-made canal. Proponents argue that the canal would reduce water loss through evaporation in the Sudd, making more water available for irrigation and other uses downstream. However, the Jonglei Canal project has faced staunch opposition from environmentalists and local communities alike. Critics argue that the canal would have devastating ecological consequences. By disrupting the Sudd's natural hydrology, the canal would alter the region's delicate water balance, potentially leading to the drying out of vast areas of the swamp. The potential impact on wildlife is a major concern. The Sudd's diverse ecosystem, home to countless species, would be irrevocably altered. The canal could also disrupt the seasonal migrations of animals such as the white-eared cob, which rely on the Sudd's floodplains for their survival. Furthermore, the Jonglei Canal project raises concerns about the livelihoods of local communities that depend on the Sudd for fishing, grazing, and other traditional practices. The canal's construction could displace communities and disrupt their way of life. The social and economic implications of the project are complex and require careful consideration. Despite the controversy, the Jonglei Canal project has seen renewed interest in recent years. South Sudan's government, facing economic challenges, is exploring ways to increase water availability for irrigation and other development projects. However, the potential environmental and social costs of the Jonglei Canal remain a major point of contention. The Sudd Swamp is not merely a vast wilderness, it is also home to numerous communities who have lived in harmony with its rhythms for generations. The people of the Sudd have developed unique ways of life, adapted to the challenges and opportunities presented by this extraordinary environment. Fishing is a vital source of sustenance and income for many communities living along the Sudd's waterways. Using traditional methods passed down through generations, they navigate the intricate network of channels in dugout canoes, casting nets to catch a variety of fish species. The Sudd's abundant fish stocks are a testament to its ecological richness. Livestock herding is another important livelihood. During the dry season, when vast grasslands emerge from the receding floodwaters, pastoralist communities bring their cattle, goats, and sheep to graze on the nutrient-rich pastures. The Sudd's seasonal floods replenish the soil, supporting a cycle of life that has sustained communities for centuries. However, life in the Sudd is not without its challenges. The seasonal floods, while essential for the ecosystem, can also bring hardship. Homes and crops may be inundated, requiring communities to adapt and rebuild. Access to healthcare and education can be limited, particularly during the rainy season when transportation becomes difficult. Despite these challenges, the communities of the Sudd possess a deep resilience and a profound connection to their environment. Their traditional knowledge and practices hold valuable lessons for sustainable living in a challenging and rapidly changing world. The future of the Sudd swamp hangs in the balance. As South Sudan strives for economic development, the pressure to exploit the Sudd's resources is mounting. The Jonglei Canal project, though currently stalled, represents a stark example of the potential conflict between development and conservation. Finding a sustainable path forward requires a delicate balancing act. South Sudan's government faces the complex task of meeting the needs of its people while safeguarding the ecological integrity of the Sudd. This will require careful planning, informed decision-making, and a commitment to involving local communities in the process. Investing in sustainable livelihoods, such as community-based fisheries, management and ecotourism, could provide economic opportunities while minimizing environmental impact. Protecting the Sudd's headwaters, ensuring the flow of water into the swamp, is crucial for maintaining its ecological integrity. Ultimately, the fate of the Sudd rests on the choices made today. Recognizing the intrinsic value of this unique wetland and prioritizing its conservation alongside sustainable development is not only an ecological imperative, but also a moral obligation. The Sudd swamp, a place of immense beauty and ecological significance, deserves to be preserved for generations to come.